All right, so spring is here, guys. Exciting times. It's one of our favorite time, yet most stressful time, because we're coming off of winter. We're not, we're coming off of that seasonal depression, and then we just get thrown into the wolves. God, that's loud. And then we get thrown into the wolves to do all this work. And then we get a lot of clients that are like, hey, can you come give me a price? You show up, you start talking to them, and they're like, I had a guy, and he just stopped showing up. So let me learn you something, peoples. Especially other contractors out there. You can start to read between the lines. A good company, right, is never going to leave a good client. That's just how it goes. They're not just going to not show up. If a client pays well, pays on time, they're going to be there. So stop doing that. Stop being the client that is shopping around. Like, if you have somebody, just treat them good, pay them what they're worth, Quit going, oh yeah, I'm looking for weekly mowing, and then we put you on a schedule, and then after a week you're like, hey, my grass isn't growing, can we switch it up to every 2 weeks? No, you can't. I know you don't want to pay $50 for what seems like a yard that doesn't really need it, but here's what's going to happen, especially for us, right? We don't do bi-weekly in the spring just because when it starts to rain, we tend to get behind. Like, we want to stay on top of things, right? And we don't want to have to be going, oh, okay, well, it's going to be $50 this week, $75 next week, or, in 2 weeks, and then go back to a week. Like, it's just very inconvenient, and it's also taking up a slot, right? We're only allowed a certain amount of hours a day to mow. And each property, takes about around here 15-30 minutes. So you guys have to, and also a lot of the times we're giving you a good price based on route density, right? So like if you guys are close enough to another client, we'll knock off a few bucks, saves us on gas a little bit. So that's typically what we do. So now when you're switching us to every 2 weeks, that 1 week we're going, towards your property, and then, we're having to switch our route all completely around. Or here's one of my least favorite things that you guys do is, can you do every 10 days? Absolutely not. We don't do 10 days. Oh, but, every week is too soon. Every 2 weeks is, grass gets really tall. Okay. So you're asking me every 10 days, you want me to go out of my way for the same price? Absolutely not. Actually, I'm not even going to do it for a higher price. It just doesn't make sense to go completely from a different route for one property all the way back to go do one for an inconsiderate client. So, once you get your people, I know some of these guys are high. We're probably high. Doesn't feel like it because, debt to income ratio, all that stuff, right? So we're priced. I mean, yeah, mowing is pricey, especially if it's a business with, that pays taxes, workers' comp, insurance, loans on equipment. Yeah, like we're high, but you're paying for a premium service. Communication, timely, scheduled, work. Like, I mean, you guys can go pick up somebody else doing it for 25, 30 bucks, and guess what's going to happen? In a few weeks, they're not going to show up. And then you're going to call somebody that, is an actual business. And stop doing that, man. Stop doing that dance around stuff. Just stick to your person. Pay them well to keep coming back. And you'll be fine.